Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs news live at 3. We're getting things kicked off with our portal review of Phil 411690 from the New Era Click, or as I like to call him, Neck. Before that, a word from today's sponsor, Mountain Dew Rise Energy. Tropical Sunrise. It's a burst of flavor in your mouth and gets you motivated and going with 180 milligrams of delicious caffeine. When I need to be on my A game in Champions, I drink Mountain Dew Rise. Thank you for that message, Mountain Dew, and for sponsoring this portal shout out. So Phil's on stream quite often. There are 3 Phils, but he is the Phil that's got the 411. He is League 18, 1.9 million roster talent. Billy B, thank you for that follow. I will get with you after recording the news. 684 days playing, 680 consecutive. Dude, you haven't been playing super long. That's actually a big roster talent. 258 superstars owned and stuff for the time you've been playing. Right on. 91.6 win percentage, 91.3 last 30 days, 1,436 battles won. And here's his top 5, but ignore Big Red Machine. I will show you who would be there in place because he sent me a DM message. I love all the icons. These make your life easier. They're great for stipulation. They're both solid fighters. Charlotte, of course, is very good. I don't have Dead Man Walking and wish I did. I would love to have this card, so I'm super jelly. So I actually really like your top 5. Super smart, focusing on the icons as they make your life a lot easier. You do the same stuff but get more rewards, and they're all solid fighters too. So no issues there. Let me go over real quick to the Discord picture I have. I should probably pull it up first so I open the right window. And let's take a look at his top 5. Right here, we got Z Lashley up there at 5-star silver. We also have Steamboat, Alpha, Mherex. Geez, man, I don't have Mherex either. Really nice top of your roster. Don't have Kofi either. Walter, it looks like you are totally geared for stipulation tours. Look at all that. He's got green covered, red covered. Mherex got yellow. That's awesome, dude. Very, very nice roster. Okay, back to the portal. Not this one. That's not the right button. There we go. Okay. So, 27 5-star superstars, 113 4, 109 3-stars, and 10 2-stars. Can still do a bunch in talent up. You know what's good. You got 51 showboats. Best class in the game by far. 9 Hall of Famers. Best feud rank 1. Come on, dude. You can do better than 1. That's unacceptable. 3,000 faction heals last 30 days. Holy heck, dude. That's a lot. 410 feud wins. Some top finishes. 609 Supreme Strikers. Christmas Celebration Women's Division Flash feud. Legends X Technician feud. $1 Million Mayhem and Mutant Titan feud. Really great roster though, dude. I love focusing on the icons. I actually think that's super smart, and they're good fighters as well. And I am actually super jelly of the Z Taker, and the other guys you got coming up are great too. So nothing to be ashamed of there. Fantastic roster, especially for the time you've been playing. So we're going to take a look at the offers quick, and then when we get over to the game, I am going to have a breakdown on the scoring for the Omos event for you guys as well. So stamps. This is worth noting. Free daily claims. You get 16,000 almost points in the daily stamps. The first paid stamp, $9, gives you 20,000 solo points. And if you happen to be hunting for almost shards, prize 3, 4, and 5 give you 100, 25, and 15 respectively. So you can snag yourself a bunch of extra almost shards. If he's someone you decide to shard chase, you can guarantee 100 and what is that? 25, 140 for $50 plus the other stuff. So not the worst pricing considering you're getting all the stuff you're buying on the portal either. Kind of like that. I think this is a good stamp setup for the paid portion if you're into that. As usual, the bonus offer is very good if that's your price bracket. Premium bag, celebration bag, 40 loot coins, 10 million coin, 1000 TP, all that good stuff. So you're getting 100 guaranteed shards of Omos in this, plus all the pulls. So if that's your bracket, good for you. That's a good one. If you're spending 50, I would say you might as well get the bigger one and get more bang for your buck, but that's just me. If you want to try a small pull, this seems pretty solid to me. 3 million coins, 7 pulls, 250 TP. So there's that. Let's see if there's any of these $20 that are better though. So this one gives you 8 pulls and 20,000 solo points. Less coin, but one more pull and more solo points. So I think between the two, I would probably go for this one, depending on milestones. But I'd probably go for this one. This is a web exclusive one, which is interesting. You get 3 almost shards and 7 pulls. I definitely like this one better, personally. The other $99 one's better there. This is just a loot coin, so nothing special there. None of these are new today, so we don't need to cover them. Free claim, 20,000 daily on the portal for solo. There's some faction points in there too. Don't forget your free daily bag. There's going to be a flash market. I would assume it's for almost like we've had lately. This one ended right here. Don't forget to do your free daily reroll on the market. For the regular, the standard webcoin one, maybe you'll get something good. Somebody someday is going to get Hogan in here. Oh, this I think is the kick out prop. I've been wrong about this before, so I'm going to snag this one for the instant kick out, question mark. I wish it told you. Scopely, can we get a descriptor on what these do? That would be helpful. Don't forget, if you're still chasing Icon Charlotte, these are the ones you're looking for. You want to save all of your web coins for these 100 times EXP ones. Spend event is back to the good one, $25 and then diminishing returns. Pick up a bunch of extra coin, hit your stamps, get more bang for your buck. Yeah, you guys know the drill. All right, let's take a look at the breakdown for the event. Try and make the giant here almost even bigger so you guys can see. A little bit better. All right. This one I think is pretty readable at the moment. Okay, so first off of note, if you don't have the strikers for today's tour, so if you don't have Orton, Omos himself, or that other unforgettable striker, Captain Rubberbeard, Beef Stroganoff, Braun Strowman, then you're going to miss 160,000 points. So when you go down to the total free, make sure and take 160,000 points off of that mark. So you can see your options for points are Santa Hogan, any striker, Painter Play Bliss. Make sure and subtract 75,000 if you don't have her. Bianca, 150,000 if you don't have her. Nikki, tours have 520,000 points, minus that 160 if you're missing the striker. If you have 25k striker talent up, that's worth about 100,000 points. So there's that. Other than that, your regular showdown scoring is there. Basically, if you have everybody, total free, you're going to get about 2.88 million. Once you throw in the portal and things like that, if you have Backstage Pass, get the free stamps, the paid stamps, that sort of thing, and the singular loot coins, for a fairly low price, you can get to the 3 million-ish mark. That's assuming you have the required characters. Figure roughly right around 3 million. If you actually want to max it with pulls, not counting offers, you're looking at like 461, 62 pulls. So keep that in mind. So realistically, free to play, if you're missing some, probably figure on 2.5 million ish for your score. And we'll kind of check out where those are in the milestones now. Shard wise, for what we know now, there looks like there's about 1,830 of the 2,000 shards available. That's if you count the portal stamps. but there probably also will be some in the flash market. Typically those have been there. Do keep in mind though that 300 of those are fairly deep in the spend portion of Omos. Either way, you can get a decent chunk of shards for him. Looks like probably 1500-ish, 1400, fairly free, assuming you can go very far in the solo milestones and you have the required guys. So not a bad chunk at all. So I'm gonna minimize these down again a little bit, and then we'll take a look at the milestones and see where it looks like people can hit. Okay, let's see what we're looking at. Oh, double Tapjoy weekend. Yes, please and thank you. Don't miss out on that. So milestones. If you're in that 2.5 million range, because you're missing a decent amount of stuff, this 2.389 is pretty realistic for you then, even missing a bunch of stuff. So you probably will only miss this milestone here, which does have 3,000 MLC points. So if you're close to the MLC, that might matter to you, as well as 2 of the almost shard bags. Those are the big things there. If you do the light spending to get to the 3 million mark, you're probably gonna get these 2. They're pretty close together. Backstage Pass, light spending, stamp book, that kind of stuff. Extra 4 million in there on that one. No almost shards though, so it's the coin, 3 million here, the TP, so you're getting about 1100 TP, 7 million coin, a little bit of extra stuff. After that, it's probably going to get fairly hefty spend wise pretty quickly. No shards again here, so really if you're chasing almost, you're going to have to go all the way to here for just 100. That's going to be pretty expensive to do. And like 461 pulls, not counting offers to max. No almost shards in this milestone. 200 in here. So the big ones are here. None in there, and here. So you're really missing out on not that many almost shards in the final spending there. So if you're chasing him, maxing is probably not the way to go as far as chasing him, as far as shard recruiting. You're not missing out on too much. You don't have to go all the way. If you're lucky enough to pull him right away, you obviously get a huge bonus here, 700,000. Make sure and get that done ASAP. It doesn't last super long. 700,000 points is pretty big, and it'll make a huge difference in your showdown. Overall, I like the showdown event. There's a bunch of shards available, so I think it's pretty decent. He's a very good card. I'd love to pull him from the bags. Either way, I'll take as many shards as I can get and the resources, and call it a weekend. Let's see the tours. Like I said, the striker one, if you're missing some of the rare strikers, you're going to miss 160,000 points. Currently the female one, Nikki's available for it, so no issues there. Everyone can compete in that one. So could be a lot worse, especially when you look what difference those points actually make in milestones. Not significant for the most part. So not too bad overall there. Backstage Pass deals, for those of you, if you're wondering, if you get the Backstage Pass, what the other offers look like. There's this one at the $99. This $3 one isn't bad for 2 pulls. That'll qualify for your daily pulls for points, so that's not a bad offer at all. So there's your Backstage Pass deals. You do get a free claim if you have the Backstage Pass. That does have 15 more almost shards. It's only once though, so 20,000 points once, 15 shards in there. And then what else we got? These are, like on the portal. I think these were on the portal as well. If you can get it on the portal, obviously double dipping there on the spend event is much better. Nothing new there. The Eddie stuff is no bonus loot, so we covered that the other day. Don't forget your free daily claim here. And we will take a look and see how the almost loot looks. I think it's going to be very dependent how you feel about it based on who you have recruited. It's kind of an interesting loot. It is a debut loot. Typically they're not as great, but let's see. So 3% featured, that's a pretty high percentage. 3.3 mega rare and then 6.6 super rare. So let's see what we have in those first 3 tiers. So obviously Omos, Alexa, Randy. So if you're missing these, Bianca, Andre's not great other than as a coach, head of the table Roman. So that's not a bad mix if you're missing them at a high featured rate. However, where it gets a little bit less good is your 3% chance and you hit 40 shards. I don't like this at all. These shard counts need to either A, not be in here in a featured section, which is kind of rough in my opinion to have shards here at all, and certainly a low count. So that puts a huge damper on what started to look okay for me. Not a fan. You do have a shot at Embrace the Vision gear with the Drip God gear, so that's kind of cool. Again, not super bad. Rocky Maivia was given away, but a lot of decent cards in this tier as well. Actually, a lot of really good ones for the most part, but then you get a few, of course, that aren't. And there's no shards, but it does get diluted with things like Eric, Kane, NWO Show, Tech Becky, Trick Edge, right? But there's some good options in there, but keep in mind that's only another 3%. This one was 6.6%. There's some pretty rough ones in here, some okay ones too, but some pretty rough ones. There's a lot of tiers in here, guys. I'm not really sure how I feel about the low shard count combined and what the shards are. This tier is really bad other than Strowman. Uncommons, pretty rough, but that's normal for uncommon. Common is just shards. So these shard counts in common aren't terrible. In particular, if the almost ones are weighted decently, it's probably decent. I don't know if they are. Overall, though, it's a debut loot, so it's very unlikely I would love it. I don't love it because I think the chance on your featured, you're mostly going to hit shards. This is one where I might try the daily pulls to hit the 3 million mark for my scoring because I can meet the requirements. So I'd probably just do the dailies and not much else more. Maybe try a small 7 pull if I was really feeling froggy. So it is what it is. It's a debut loot. If you hit almost shards or Bianca, if you're short of her, you're probably fine with it. Otherwise, you're probably like, wow, I'm gonna get a bunch of not good stuff from here. So you know, it's a lottery loot like all of them. So I don't particularly love it. In fact, I'm probably fairly on it, but I do like almost, so I might try a smallish pull personally. Anyway, just my take on that. I think that pretty much covers it. I am hearing someone in chat saying it's been giving out a lot of almost shards. I would love to hear more. If more people are seeing that, because I think that really determines the quality of it for me, because you're fairly close-ish to almost. How many pulls was that, Jim? Jim said he got 60 and 30, but I don't know how many pulls he did. And of course, that was on a 4 pull. I doubt you're going to get half of them be almost shards, but that's not bad. Someone said 200 shards in a 40 pull, so that's not bad. Someone else 70 out of 17 pulls. So at least, though, it's not one where you're doing like 40 pulls and you're getting 0 shards of the guy. Someone else got 40 and 50 in an 8 pull. Okay. So it seems like the almost shards drop okay. So if your goal is to chase almost through shards, you know, that might be okay. I would advise, like always, the offers tend to get better towards the end of the week, and wait for the flash market to see what's in that flash market for guaranteed shards. That should start tomorrow at noon, and you'll know then. So my advice would be wait till then. You're not hurt anything to decide what to spend till then. That's what I typically always do, and I think that's just smart. Anyway, that's it for the weekend. Oh, one more thing. I'll put a link in the description. Sunday on Twitch, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Goldie and myself are hosting the Gummy Awards, where we give out awards for the past year in champions. There is a survey up to vote on the awards. So the awards are going to be picked by you guys, the community. I will put a link to that Google Doc in the description so you guys can vote on who wins what year-long awards. Love to see you on Twitch. I will try and cut it for YouTube after the fact, but I'm not great at that, so it probably won't be early. So come and join and hang out for that. It should be fun. Other than that, guys, appreciate you watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share as that helps me out. And good luck this weekend.